Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Glass City Podcast here at the CMB Production Studios with me, your host, Cowboy Mark. And guess what? We have Miss Olivia Firman with us today for our live interview. So say hello, everybody.
Hi, guys.
Miss Olivia writes her own music, and she does have a YouTube channel, which we're going to post that hyperlink to this video once we're done, and I can get all that taken care of. So be watching for that. Hopefully, we'll be getting some live viewers on here in just a moment, and we'll be able to talk to some of those people. But in the meantime, how are you?
I'm great.
And
how are you?
I am doing good, and thank you for stopping in on our show. I do appreciate it.
Thanks for letting me come.
Oh, you're very welcome. The whole purpose of the show is to showcase and focus on area talent, local area talent. I've actually got a young lady from another state that I've been putting her videos out there, so we try to do what we can here.
Yeah, to help each other out. Yeah.
Got to help each other out.
Yes,
I've been in the
exactly.
business too long not to help out. That's
Yeah.
my problem. So what got you into music? Let's go ahead and start right from the beginning.
What got me into music?
What got you into music?
Well, ever since I was a kid, I just always loved to sing. I was always just singing around the house. I really liked to sing Kelly Clarkson when I was a kid. My first ever CD when I was like 5 was a Kelly Clarkson CD. And actually, it's crazy. I actually listened to that whole entire album on the way to Toledo today from Defiance.
That's right. You traveled a little bit to get here.
Yeah, I'm
And
from Defiance.
we
yeah.
appreciate that. That's a
Yeah.
little bit of a haul.
But yeah, I just always loved to sing, and ever since I was a kid, it's just something that I knew that I always wanted to do.
Okay.
And I wanted to do everything I could to make sure that it happened.
Well, that's good. And we can see that you're doing that. You've got currently 2 videos on YouTube
Yeah.
that you've cut. And rumor has it you may be working on another one. Is that
Yeah,
some?
a third one's coming out here soon. I also have another channel where I post cover videos of like other people's songs as well.
Yeah, I know. I've watched them too.
You did?
Yes, of course. I had to learn a little bit
Yay!
about you. So I've been trying to learn as much as I can through the correspondence and everything. And I'm going to apologize right up front in front of everybody. Miss Olivia had gotten a hold of me back in October, I
Oh,
think.
jeez, it's no big deal.
It was October, I think it was. And her email went to my spam file for some reason. And I didn't see it. I think it was until January
Yeah.
that you had actually gotten a hold of me and wanted to come on the show. So again, sorry it took so long.
No, it's totally okay.
But we are here and we're doing this now. And the nice thing about it is when it's done, it's on YouTube for the whole world to see.
Exactly. And we can just share the link and keep it going.
That's right. And that's what we're going to do. So with that, now your interest in music started young. When did your interest in writing your own music come about? And how did these songs start to develop for you?
Well, I actually didn't really start writing until after I graduated high school. I mean, I tried to write in high school, but nothing was ever really that good. The first song that I wrote that really stuck with me was actually Erase You.
Okay.
I wrote that song 2 years ago, and then when I found out that I was going to get the opportunity to work with writers and actually release my own music, the first song that I presented to the writers was Erase You. I was like, this is what I have. I wrote this about a year ago. I really like it. It's the first song that ever stuck with me. So I think it's crazy how like the first song I actually wrote all the way through was the first song I wrote.
Well, here's the cover art for that one. That's Erase You.
Yeah.
And how long did it take you to write?
I actually wrote Erase You probably... It was after a breakup. I wrote that song probably in about an hour just in my bedroom. And then I didn't write a bridge for it until probably like when I got with the songwriters. And then we had like a cool little hook that we threw in there as well.
Okay.
So
Now, who does your music? Do you have a band that backs you up? Do you have
I have a producer in New York. He lives
Oh,
in
wow.
Brooklyn. His name is Kevin Andreas. He is a beast. Oh, I love him so much. I admire his work. He's great.
Well, that's cool. Well, tell you what, how about we let the folks hear this?
Yeah.
And we'll play this real quick for everybody.
This is Erase You. Oh my God.
Here I am again, crying on my bedroom floor. Over you, 3 weeks after you left me with a broken heart.
They can hear us.
But still, I think about the good times that we used to have. But then I remember all you did that made me go mad. 'Cause boy, you made me feel like all I was wrong, so wrong. Control my thoughts and feelings and my life, my light. Brought me to
Do you like it?
I like it.
You like it?
Yes, I do.
I'm obsessed with this song.
This is, the thing about like where I'm at in the music industry. I listen to everything and anything. And
Yes, me too.
and being not only a musician, but I run a DJ company.
Oh, do you really?
CMB Productions is actually my DJ company and my production company.
Okay.
So I definitely want to hear everything. And what I personally like about this is the rhythm behind it.
This song right here.
This song, I like
Yeah.
the rhythm. I like the beat. I'm being a bass player and stuff. I get into things like that. And
Well, I'm glad you like it.
I like both the ones that you've done, and that's why I featured them on the page. So anybody that's listening, speakers crank for this. I like that. Thank you.
Oh, that's my cousin Devin, my older cousin Devin. He actually went with me in New York because I traveled to New York to record these songs.
Oh wow.
And I didn't want to go alone. Wherever I go, I like to kind of keep a family member with me in case something happens.
Well, that's
And
a
so
good thing.
My older cousin Devin, he's pretty jacked. He's really big. I'm going to talk about him real fast. He's a big boy. And so he went with me to New York, and he's always supported my music career since day one. My first ever performance that I ever did by myself, or one of my first performances, was at a school talent show, and he literally videotaped the entire thing. It's called "Rolling in the Deep" by Adele. I sang that song.
I'm very familiar with that song.
It's on YouTube till this day. He posted it. He hasn't taken it down. It's still up there.
Well, I will find that and also post it to my page.
It's probably on his YouTube that he's
Yep,
commenting on.
I will
if
have
not,
to.
it's somewhere else.
I will.
Yeah.
I will find that and I will go get it and I'll add it to, like I said, the featured artists and stuff like that we do here.
Yeah.
So, but it's really nice to see a new generation of musicians coming out, and the fact that you're writing your lyrics and you have a hand in how it's formatted and how it sounds. That's what's really cool. There's too many out there now that they'll write lyrics and then somebody else does all the work.
Yeah, I'm a perfectionist and I'm very picky.
And you're on my show? That's kind of crazy.
I like things in a particular way, so it's just because if it's my product, I want it to be something from me fully. So I even had a hand kind of in the production process. Obviously, I didn't produce the song, but
Correct.
I would give Kevin Andreas my input on what I liked and didn't like, and so yeah. I just like being fully
hands-on.
Hands-on. I like being
Hands-on.
hands-on. I don't like other people doing things for me.
Which is really good because then the finished product is completely yours. Oh, we're going to pause this for right now. We'll get back to that, ladies and gentlemen, I promise.
That's a sick beat right there, guys.
Yeah. The production is really, really cool. And I'm glad to see that you've taken the steps to up your game compared to other things that I've seen on YouTube. And there's a lot of great talent out there, don't get me wrong. But you're going about it, in my opinion, the correct way. You're finding and networking with the people that can help you professionally and are also allowing you to think.
Yeah.
There's too many artists out there that they present something and then the producer or somebody like that takes over and it may not end up being a product that they really wanted. But
I just really believe in being 100% unapologetically yourself and authentically as well. So I don't know. I just would hate it if someone were to write a song for me and if someone were to write a song for me and I connected with the lyrics and even though I didn't have a part in it, maybe I'd probably dive into something like that. But if it's just someone handing me songs and it's doesn't have any connection towards me and who I am whatsoever and the message that I want to put out, then I'm not going to do it.
So what pulls most of your inspiration then for your music?
For my music?
Yeah.
Honestly, I just love to sing, and I like singing for people. And so any chance I get, I just want to, share my gift, I guess, with people, my talent.
That's
I don't
the
know.
way to do it.
My favorite thing is when I'm performing, I like watching, people smile, and I like people telling me, I really love your song, it really helped me, or they just, like listening to me sing, I guess. I don't know. I just like making people smile.
Well, that's good. That's a good way to go about it. And a lot of musicians that I have here on the show are basically the same way. They do it because they love to do it.
I love to do
It's
it.
not about the money. It's not about the fame. Even though being popular is not a bad thing sometimes, you know. Get you free food here and there. But
Free food here and there?
Free food here and there.
Yeah, there's
But
a tattoo place here in Toledo. I get a little discount now.
there you go.
They hang my flyers at Needle Masters here in Toledo,
Oh,
guys.
very familiar with them. Very familiar with them. But it's the love of what you do.
Yeah.
That's what I like to promote is and get the people to recognize. And right now, I don't have a huge fan base yet. We're
It's
working
growing,
on,
but we're working on it.
We're
It's a work in
growing.
progress.
That it is, and the whole purpose is to get your music out to people that may not have originally known about it.
Yeah.
I belong to a community. They call it a scratch community where they do lottery tickets live. Scratch off tickets, and we're talking hundreds and hundreds of people within this community. And I have a few that watch my videos regular, so they're going to see it, and then they're going to be able to pass it on, and
Nice.
and we'll get you out there in a whole different arena of people. So
And I feel like social media is a very important thing nowadays, especially when you're trying to get your name out. Social media these days is it's such an easy tool to take advantage of these days.
if done correctly,
If
yes.
done correctly,
If
exactly.
done correctly.
Yes.
And which I'm trying to do. That's one of the things that, with the Facebook pages and things like that, which I run 3, my own personal one, the Glass City podcast page, actually 4, CMB Productions and Musical Mayhem, one for our
Yeah.
band. So, again, it's a way to get people that you don't maybe know information and get them to hear your music. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So the next one, At First Sight.
At First Sight, yeah. That's
Okay.
a fun little pop song. I really like that song.
What brought that one on? What
Actually,
was the backstory on that one?
it was actually an experience. I met someone and I just fell for them the moment I saw them. And so I had actually loved the concept of At First Sight just in general, falling in love at first sight. And then when it happened to me, I don't know, it was also the first super usually when I write music, it's usually I wouldn't say it's depressing stuff, but it's not fun, upbeat songs like this. So it was the first ever time I'd ever wrote a song that was super happy and upbeat, because at the time I was just so happy and so content with what had happened. And I just thought I could just write my experience and
Put
it
down
into
to
a
music.
song,
Put it
yeah.
into music. Yes, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
A lot of good songs are written that way.
The
spur
song
of
was
the
probably
moment.
the most frustrating song to write.
Why would you say that?
Because when I got with the writer, I had a whole different version laid out to him. And then we messed with the structure of the song for so long and wrote the verses. And then right before I left to go record the song, I ended up changing a lot of the lyrics
Uh-oh.
2 hours before I went into the studio. I'm not kidding. I changed the lyrics 2 hours before I went into the studio, and then recorded it real fast on my phone and sent it to the writer and see if he liked it, and he did. I was like, okay, good, because I hated those other lyrics. It was very frustrating, but then when the song was finally done, it easily turned into one of my favorites. I'm
Well, that's
super
good.
proud of this song.
Well, tell you what, why don't we go ahead and switch it back over here?
Yay!
And let's let our folks and our friends listen to this.
Never met one like you. Deep in those eyes, what a surprise. I've never felt so hard so soon. The lights are flashing and there's people everywhere.
Kevin did such a good job on this song.
This takes me back to when I was doing electronica as a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
It's got that same behind the scenes feel with the music and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
and that's
exactly.
and that's how I connect with this song.
I
is
like
it
how you said
brings-
behind the scenes feel, because I totally understand where you're coming from. That's a good way to put that.
Well, as a general listener, you're hearing things.
Yeah.
But being a musician, I'm listening differently.
Mm-hmm.
I'm picking out different rhythms and different patterns and the way it's done and then put together.
Yeah.
So, and that's why I say the behind the scenes of the back, what's going on in the background is what I'm listening for.
Yeah.
And it's songs like this that you would just crank it to 10 and let them hit the dance floor.
Yes.
This would be a song that you could easily play
I would
in
love
any type of club.
Exactly. I would love for a remix of this song, and then because I go to BG often.
Okay.
And so I would love to hear this song just
Well,
bumping in one of those.
if that's the case, would you
places.
mind if I gave it to our guitar player? He does remixes
Really?
of everything.
Really? I'm down. He can remix anything of mine.
All right,
Because Erase You would make a cool club bop too, for
well,
sure.
I will talk to Marty, our guitar player. He loves doing that kind of stuff, and he does it professionally. And he's worked in studios over the years and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And I'll let him know what you're
Oh,
thinking,
well, thank you.
and we will do a remix. And then I will send you a copy.
Remix coming, guys. Remix coming soon.
And of course, with your permission, we'll go ahead and he'll put his flair,
Yeah.
and he'll do it more in an old school techno, upbeat,
I love it.
current feel.
Yes.
So you're gonna have a clash of different feelings with that, as far as all upbeat.
Aw.
I'll have to play you some of the stuff he's already done, just goofing off, and his goof-offs are phenomenal. They really are. They're fun.
I'm excited. Just let me know, and I'll send everything your way.
Yep, we'll get. I'll send him the actual audio links, and we'll go from there. And
Yeah.
I'll actually probably talk to him Friday. We may have him over here Friday to work on the band room, and we got to finish that.
My cousin Devin said Song of the Summer 2020.
Absolutely.
Stream my song on Spotify, guys.
And speaking of which, before you go, I need to write down all your links to your different things, and
Yeah.
they'll be at on this video
Mm-hmm.
once it's rendered and uploaded. Even though it's
Yeah.
live right now, and I was hoping we'd have a few more people. Oh, that one. I do apologize. I didn't catch that in time.
That's
I was getting into the music and talking with you.
That's okay, though.
So let's. No, I lost my train. See, that's what happens when you get old. You lose your train of thought.
You're not old, you're seasoned.
Very, very.
That's what I like to say. You're
very
seasoned.
I may be over seasoned.
Nah, there's no such thing as over seasoned. That means you have a lot of knowledge and you can share it with everybody.
I try. You know, what I tell everybody is I don't know everything. I am the very first to admit I do not know everything. But the things I know, I try to know well. And that's what I'm going to pass to you.
Aw.
You know, even though where you're at in your career is actually above and beyond where I've been. Any of the bands that I've played with the drummer, we've got 3 self-produced CDs that have come out
That's awesome.
back in the late 90s and 2000s world.
Oh my goodness.
But we did them ourselves. They were in our own home studio. I had a studio set up even back then, and with another guy and our guitar player at the time. So you've actually gone above and beyond what I would be used to. I'm used to a studio setting. We did record in the Detroit Institute of Recording one time. Our band went up there, and we were a demo band for a class, so we had a lot of fun with that. But
But that's really cool that you have albums out and stuff, though.
we do.
My goal is to definitely write an album and have it
Yeah.
released.
There's one of ours. It's
I like
a
the cover
space. It's a space rock album, heavy keyboard, heavy. Yeah, nobody out there knows about it really anymore. This was done back in 2006, I want to say, and we have another one. There I go. Not gonna. The problem with having a small studio. We do have another one as well, but again, we did it. See, you've reached out to professionals that can guide you.
I've had a lot of help along the way to help make my connections, though, for sure. But yeah,
You know, and I was watching some of your other videos of your cover stuff, and how you've recorded them and how you did everything is actually almost better than what I do. And
well, I wouldn't say that. So we have a music room in my house now. We finally have a music room in the house.
Nothing wrong with
It's
that.
not even my room. It's my dad's like man cave, basically.
Gotcha.
All the guitars like that you see in the background, all of it's his. Everything in the room is his. We have giant amplifiers in there.
Yep.
Yeah, the only thing in there, I guess that's mine, is the microphone that I use to
The
record my
microphone.
stuff. Yeah, but he just got really cool lights like down on the floor so we can have cool lights in the background. Yeah, we're really pimping out that room right now.
Well, then I don't feel bad because we have party lights set up in our band room.
Party lights? Yes, exactly.
and there's
Yeah, we have those too on
we-
my dad's
Yeah,
desk.
we turn them on occasion during our practices, and I've got a couple of videos. Maybe one of these days I'll actually upload, and you guys can see our goofiness. But
Yeah.
sometimes setting the mood makes a big difference.
Yeah. No, for real.
You know?
He likes to mess around with the lights all the time. We could do like multiple different colors. When I got home last night, he was showing me all these cool things that he can do with his lights. I'm super excited for that room.
I can't wait for more videos then with the
Me
new
too.
ambience.
Yeah.
That's going to be. Do you have another cover that you're currently thinking about wanting to record with the new setup, or is it some?
I do have a few covers that I want to record. What's that song called? It's called. Have you ever heard the song "Eternal Flame"? It's really old.
Yes.
Close your eyes. That song.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to cover that song. That song came up on my playlist the other day.
That song came out probably before you were born.
Yeah, it did. I don't know. I was in the car the other day, and I found myself singing along to it, and I was like, "This is in my range. Why don't I like record this sometime and sing it?" I also want to do a Journey song too.
Now you've got my attention.
Yeah, I want to sing "Open Arms" by Journey. I already told my parents about it. Working on learning the lyrics because I don't listen to that song often, but I still like that song. So.
And it's a classic tune. And that's another thing that I do admire about you is the fact that you're not sticking in, per se, your generation of music.
No.
You're looking back for inspiration,
Yeah.
and you're going to things that I was listening to.
Because my dad he was born in like the 70s, and so he like listens to a bunch of rock music all the time. That's the only genre he likes to really listen to. And he doesn't really like pop music, but now that I've started releasing my own, he listens to pop artists now, and he
Right.
gives me his input. And he's like, I like this person. I'm not sure how I feel about that person. So we talk about music all the time, but my first ever concert that I ever went to, you're going to love me after this. My first ever concert I went to was Iron Maiden.
You definitely got my attention.
I was 13 years old, and I wore a shirt from like the 80s that was my dad's. And
Wow.
Yeah, me and my mom, and I've seen Motley Crue before. I've seen
Awesome.
Alice Cooper twice. Yeah.
Now you're talking my generation.
Yeah, so I know all about it. Like, I listen to that stuff all the time. I'm more into like the 90s rock though. I catch
Okay.
myself listening to Green Day all the time.
We play Green Day in our band.
I love Green Day so much.
we do some of their. We do Basket Case is one of our.
Basket Case? Yeah.
Is one of the ones that we've actually played last week.
I think
and
my favorite song of theirs is Brain Stew.
We've got that one on the list too.
Yeah. But yeah, I like listening to like rock music as well. I listen
Well,
to it all the time.
you see, now with Green Day, that's alternative and progressive rock.
Yeah, it's like
So,
progressive, but nowadays it's like
all clumped together.
It's all clumped together because
Yeah.
everything's changing. I'm sure like back then like it was all categorized like how everything is now, like with like the newer music.
Right.
But it's kind of sad though how like rock music, it's like all clumped together now, and you like yeah.
See, now for me, rock would be, believe it or not, like CCR, Creedence Clearwater Revival. That's early rock. And
I don't know who that is. My dad might be like,
CCR,
how
yeah.
do you know who that is?
Let's see.
Sorry,
Journey would actually be classified in the rock category. Early Motley Crue and things like
Motley
that.
Crue, yeah.
But you go back a little bit, Black Sabbath with Ozzy Osbourne and groups, Deep Purple. Those were all rock groups to
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
And then you got your 80s hair bands.
You can't
Your
forget
gr-
about Led Zeppelin. Before you move on to hair bands, don't forget Led
Oh,
Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin. We're working on a few of their tunes actually in our band. So something a
I
little
just
different.
listened to Cashmere the other day in the car.
That's one we're working on.
I have a newfound appreciation for the song Hot for Teacher, by the way, too, by Van Halen.
Great tune.
I cannot, like, if that song comes up on my playlist, I listen to it fully. Like, for some reason, when I was a kid, I didn't listen to, like, rock music as much as I do now. And because, like, now that I, like, make my own music, I really listen to everything now. And Hot for Teacher is a very good song. It's
Yes, it is.
brilliant. Brilliant.
Van Halen has gone through many changes over the years, but their core of what they do is phenomenal.
Oh, they're great. My
Yeah.
dad is obsessed with Eddie Van Halen. We talk about him all the time.
A lot of people are. And you know the one that is overlooked the most is the bass player, Michael Anthony, when he was with them. Not only was he a phenomenal bass player, but he did all of the high backing vocals
Really?
for the band. Yes.
I didn't know that.
Exactly. That's my point. You know.
And then my mom's all into REO Speedwagon.
Seen them a few times too. See that with Styx, another group that I love, Boston. You know, those
Yeah.
kind of groups. And what's real cool about Boston is a lot of their material was all done by one guy
Really?
in the studio, basically by himself.
That's so freaking cool.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
See, but you could be like that. You could be the next,
We'll see.
single out.
I gotta learn how to do all that, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. Like, I like trying new things.
Well, there you go. You can learn guitar and keyboard and.
I would love to learn the piano. I want to, like, yeah. The piano is definitely on the list. I don't have the patience to learn the guitar, but, like, it's not a no, though. I would definitely
Okay.
learn it. You're like,
Right. Well,
if you knew me, I don't have a whole lot of patience.
me neither. Ain't gonna lie. That's why I'm surprised I'm able to do half the stuff I do. Is the lack
Yeah.
of patience, but
Yeah.
it's all good. So we know the direction you're in right now.
Mm-hmm.
What do you see in the future? I mean, are you going to change maybe the style of writing a little bit to kind of keep things mixed up? Are you going to maybe change a little bit of the style of music that goes with it?
I definitely want to keep evolving my music.
Okay.
So, like, if I were to write an album right now and release it, the 3 songs that, like, I'm releasing right now would most likely not be on that album because that's
Really?
that's past music. I want to keep evolving and keep putting more. Now, I wouldn't say I wouldn't, like, if, like, one of them were to get pretty big or, like, if it just fit in the album perfectly.
Right.
Because I feel like if I write an album, I want to tell someone a story. So if a certain song
Right.
doesn't fit, it's not going in the album.
Gotcha.
So that's why I say that. But if, like, my songs fit within the album, which I would love to try to do, then they'll go in there.
So
but
you
if
wanna-
I'm, like, on a completely different page of life at the moment and those songs just don't, like, belong to that story, you know what I mean?
I do. I
So-
do. And you don't want it random.
No, I don't
You
want it to
wanna-
be random.
You want
I-
the first song and the last song and everything in between to kind of fit together.
Yeah, I want them to
And-
fit together and just be a part of that story and let you know how I'm feeling now.
That's cool. What
Yeah.
about something like a classic rock album?
Classic rock
Like Lita
album.
Ford.
You know who I really like?
Who's that?
So me and my dad, he's obsessed with Hailstorm.
Very good group.
The lead singer, her voice is amazing. If I could do it, like, maybe, like, do a cover song of hers and, like, release that, or, like, maybe try a song that's in that realm, maybe. I'm more of pop, though. Like, my voice
Right.
is so poppy. Like, if I tried a rock song, I feel like it would sound pipsqueaky.
Yeah,
If you know what I mean.
I do. I don't think it would be pipsqueaky. The thing you would have to do is put you into it.
Mm-hmm.
See, what I find a lot of vocalists tend to do, they have a favorite artist, and they try to emulate that artist.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I have a problem with that.
Oh, you're guilty.
Guilty of that. I am obsessed with
Guilty.
Ariana Grande, and
Okay.
everyone that hears my songs, they're like, "Oh, you sound like Ariana," and I'm like, "Oh."
Okay, Kevin. A duet with who in the future?
Wait.
Who are we talking about? Kevin Gaunt here.
A duet in the future.
Yeah, who are you thinking she should do a duet with?
A duet in the future. Yeah, who are we duetting with? I'm open to any collaborations though. Because I'm working with my friend Jalen. He has his own music out. He just dropped an album actually, and
Okay.
he's super talented.
Oh, he says us too.
Oh, us too. I'm down. That'd
Wow,
be cool
we-
if we did like a cool like session over there. Yeah.
Well, that's something we would have to figure out
I'll
what
sing
song.
Open Arms with you.
Oh,
We'll
I
do
can't
Journey.
hit. I can't hit that high.
We'll see.
I got a low end voice. I'm more. How do I want to put this? Toby Keith and stuff like that, country style or
Okay, I sing
early-
country too. I love Miranda Lambert. You should hear me sing Miranda Lambert.
We'll have to do that. We're
I'm
gonna have
down.
to do that. We're gonna have to set up a session, have you come over, and we'll record it, and we'll throw it out there for the folks
Yeah.
to see. So
See, I like how versatile you are. And like, I just like, I feel like if you're going to be in the music industry, you need to listen to all types of music.
oh, absolutely.
And that's what I like to do. Like, I have a playlist on my phone full of hundreds of songs. Like, because when I'm in the car with someone, you don't know what they're going to like. So
Right.
I will just go through the playlist, and there's something for everyone on there. And
Yep.
it's songs that I also listen to all the time, too. So I listen to just about anything.
I go from classical, funk, punk, rock, you name it,
Yeah.
pop, the old school rap.
Yeah.
but I'm talking.
I used to not really like rap
80s.
music as a kid.
Yeah.
I've gotten more into like listening to rap music. I don't listen to it all the time,
Right.
but they got some sick beats out there.
Well, I like it when I'm cleaning. Mm-hmm. I crank it up on the PA down here in the band room, and the whole house shakes.
Really?
Oh yeah, I get yelled at.
I don't really know when I listen to rap music. It's just whenever it comes up, and if I like the song, I'll listen to it.
And that's the way to
Maybe
do
I'll
it.
sing along with it.
Okay. Oh, my daughter Callie says hi. She
Hi.
popped in.
Oh, I see my friend Morgan. She said that she loves me. I love you too. That's my best friend.
Awesome. So now we were talking a little bit earlier, and you said you have another single that's about to drop.
Yes, it's called
And-
Letter to You.
And you actually gave me that. So
Yeah,
what
we
we're going to
can play
do is we're going to give them a sneak peek of this.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to go ahead and play it. You guys are hearing this first here on
Yeah,
Glass City
first
Pod.
listen.
Right.
I am most proud of this song.
And let's do this. Watch this.
My dinner once but twice, I unintentionally broke your heart. Even though you weren't my love, I still wish I could restart. I'm sorry if I made you feel unwanted. I swear that's never how I thought it would be. But when I see you, all this guilt takes over. I figured you'd be better off without me. Do you think of me? Do I even cross your mind? Do you care for me? Did I just waste your time? What could I do?
I love you, Morgan. He's so cute.
There's so much left unsaid.
It is amazing. Very amazing,
like
Miss
it?
Morgan. Oh, yeah.
This one's my favorite one out of all of them, which is why I decided to release it last.
Well, hopefully it's not the last
Well,
one.
out of like the 3 songs that I have at the moment, that
Yeah.
one I wanted to save for a special moment.
Well, I want to thank you then for allowing us to preview it here on Glass
Yeah.
City Podcast for the first time.
I couldn't resist. I want people to hear this song so bad, and I'm gonna try to release it. Well, no, I am releasing it in March. Don't have a date yet. I'm probably gonna be announcing a date sometime later this week.
Now, would you be opposed to me putting it on my page for people to grab before the official release, or you want me to hold off on that?
I don't.
Good question, huh?
That is a good question. I'll
It
get
is.
back to you. I don't know if I'm
All
allowed
right,
to be honest, which is why I'm like,
Yeah. Well, the only thing that's saving us from any infringements is the fact we're talking over the music, so somebody can't record it and just have the song right now.
Yeah.
So that's saving us right now.
Yeah. No, I'm super proud of this song. I wrote that song. Out of the 3 songs that I wrote, this one I wrote last. So I guess it's like the most current.
Mm-hmm.
And the production with this song, was pretty hands-on with the production at the end because we have an instrumental at the end that I wanted to add because when I got the
Okay.
final product, the song just kind of ended. And so I was like, no, the song's not done yet.
Right,
So
right.
we had an instrumental and we couldn't figure out exactly how to make this instrumental fit perfectly.
Okay.
So it took us a couple tries, but then we finally found like the perfect one.
It's definitely got. I like the bass in the background.
Do you? Yes, as soon as that beat kicks in, it's like,
do.
all right.
I can already hear it, and I'm already figuring out in my head how to play that slide like that and actually emulate that on a bass.
Ooh.
And so I'm already hearing it.
Yeah, but this is the instrumental we were talking about. I just felt like we needed to have an instrumental.
Well, it kind of finishes the song.
Oh,
You've
for
got a
sure.
beginning and an end, but it can loop itself around.
Yes, I actually wanted them to loop it. So this sound right here starts the song too.
Right.
And I wanted to end it that way. I was like, the song needs to end exactly how it started.
Well, very good job, young lady. I really like that one. I really like the low end of that, and of course, being a bass player, that's one of my favorite things.
Well, I'm
is-
glad you like it. That one is, I love that song, and I want to perform it someday to people. I can't wait. Oh, we got more people talking.
Yeah, my daughter wants to hear you sing.
Wants to hear me sing. Ooh, okay. Okay, what do I sing?
Whatever.
I'll just sing the chorus real fast of the song that was just playing.
How about you do that?
Okay. Do you think of me? Do I even cross your mind? Do you care for me? Did I just waste your time? What could I done better to make you hurt less? There's so much left unsaid. I never meant to make you angry, but didn't say sorry. But now I'm sitting here instead. Sorry, I'm sitting so I can't breathe. I'm
That's
like,
all right.
shoot.
I had to turn the gain down half of what it is from your
Yeah,
speaking
I'm a
voice.
loud singer. I'm so sorry.
No, we probably clipped the audio track a little bit on the live feed,
Yeah.
but they'll get over it.
Yeah.
I'll get
I
over
sing
it.
something else because I'm like, I'm sweating now too because I got nervous.
Yeah. I don't have the AC on down
No,
here.
you're fine. I just got over a cold, so the voice is a little rugged.
Well, then
We're
you don't
working
want to
on
push it. Don't push it.
It's still like it keeps like going back to like being like rugged because like the air is so dry right now.
Right.
So I keep coughing all the time. So
Yes,
it keeps like
ma'am.
messing with my vocal cords. And it's like I'm ready for winter to be over because I want to start like strengthening the vocal cords. and
The only
getting
reason
that
I
back.
want winter over is because it's a pain in the butt to load and unload gear when it's 15 and 20 degrees.
Yeah.
That's it. Other than that, I like winter, personally.
Yeah.
I'm a winter baby. I love the winter time.
Yeah, my birthday was just a few weeks ago.
Well, happy belated birthday.
Thanks, I turned 21. It was a fun
Oh,
time.
teeny. I have children older than you. But it's all good. It's not about the age. It's about how you feel when you're doing your music.
Yeah.
You know, whether you're 5 or 50,
Yeah.
like me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we need to definitely get you back on. We've gotten a lot of suggestions that have come up.
Yeah.
As far
does
as
anybody else want me to sing it?
yeah.
Goddess energy. Thanks, Morgan. But that's you, sweetie. You're the goddess.
Yeah. So again, I apologize if the vocal came through a little bit loud there when she really got into it. I wasn't prepared for it, but we will be next time. I can hear it actually, and they're
I
listening.
know. I'm like, does it sound okay?
You can hear it on the other screen out there, because there is a slight delay of what we
Yeah.
do here in the studio, and then by the time it gets through to everybody else
I
live.
brought my mom's friend Spring, and she's over in the other room watching it right now.
She is in the
Shout out to you, Spring.
yeah the waiting room there, and they're actually watching and listening to the show as we do this, which is
Yeah.
really cool.
I heard it. It didn't sound too bad. I
no.
was just running out of breath because I'm sitting, so I was like,
I run out of breath when I'm standing.
really?
Well,
I have horrible like breath control. I don't take voice lessons right now because of scheduling, but I took voice lessons at the college. I go to Defiance College. Yeah, college.
majoring in
student.
music.
Actually, no, we don't have a
No?
music major. They have
No?
a minor there.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not a music minor there either.
Okay.
Yeah, but I took voice lessons there, and my vocal coach Camille, we've been working with it because I do have horrible breath control. That's always been a problem with me. Is like I like breathe in too much, and then because I'm like such like I sing like so loud and with like my chest, I like run out of air
Before you can finish.
before I can even finish.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the most frustrating thing ever. So I have to learn to take little sips, and yeah,
You'll get
it's
there.
healthier for your voice, and
You'll get there.
yeah, it's a work in progress. But
Until we got. They're
What
gonna see. Somehow, some way, they're gonna probably see some buffering here. Unfortunately,
oh dang,
we lost part.
hang
of
in
our-
there, kids.
Right.
Should I answer questions from like Instagram
Absolutely.
or something while
Yes.
we're doing that?
Yes. Let's do that. And I'll see if I can't get this to.
So I took questions to Instagram yesterday and today, so we can have like questions to answer, obviously, for the podcast. So there's one question. His name is Caleb Hartman. He said he's excited for my next song, and then he asked when it's dropping. I'll be announcing a date later this week for
Yeah.
Letter to You, so watch out for that. And then I am Cobra Lee. Would you ever consider doing any collaborations? And yes, I would love to collaborate with
Absolutely.
anyone. Like, it's all about, like, working with each other and how building each other up, in my opinion. And then someone asked me if I ever thought about being a vocalist for the Marine Corps. Does that mean I have to join, or can I just come sing?
Yeah. We'll have to look into that
My
one.
sister's husband's a Marine, though.
Oh.
So I respect the Marine. Well, I respect the military in general, but I have a soft spot for the Marine Corps because my sister's husband's a Marine, and I'm
That's
very
cool.
happy and very thankful for that as well.
Well, I can respect that.
Yeah.
I'm from a Navy family myself, so and the Navy and the Marines kind of go hand in
Yeah.
hand there, and so that's really, really cool.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure. and there we go. Now we're back to excellent connection. So there may have
Awesome.
been something. Oh, there it goes back again. I'll be able to fix that in the post production as well.
Yeah.
So
Are they able to still hear us?
I think so.
Okay.
Callie wants you to sing after the podcast as well. So.
Oh, for her? Okay, I'll come upstairs and I'll sing for you.
Well, you can do it right there in the band room.
I mean, yeah, I'm down. A little performance.
We might even be
yes.
able to put in some music for you. Find a song or something like
Yeah.
that, and you can sing along with there.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe we'll do that. We've done, in the reason she said, a couple of the other acts that we've had on the show. We've done that. We've gone from the podcast once it was done into the band room and we jammed.
That's, yeah. Jam
and-
sessions sound fun.
We do that a lot here.
We're getting a lot of comments. I'm really happy.
Well, yeah, I was hoping for a few more, but
That's okay, though.
you know, and the nice thing is, like I said, once the podcast is done with the live stream, I post it as, you know, as an uploaded video everywhere. I mean,
Yeah.
on every format that I currently run. I don't have Instagram or anything like that. And I got enough on my plate, I think. I'd
Yeah.
have to hire somebody to, you know, take care of those kind of things.
Yeah.
And as we go along with the podcast, like I explained earlier, we're getting the band room set up with cameras and stuff like that. And we want to expand the show for live performances and give people live, almost concerts,
Yeah.
right here in the studio. And that's something I'm looking forward to.
Hi.
So,
You having a fun time watching? She's so cute.
well, thank you. That is our youngest.
She's adorable.
That's our youngest. She takes after her mom.
My
Thank God.
sister, she's going to have a baby here in September.
Oh.
I'm gonna be an aunt, and I'm super excited. So like,
Congratulations.
seeing little kids now makes me excited because I'm like, oh wow, I can't wait for like my little niece and nephew to be that tall, and I can talk with them.
Yeah, they're running around crazy. I know.
Yeah.
We get that with our grandchildren. So
Yeah.
and the grandkids are great because you can always send them home. The kids,
Yeah.
the kids have to stay with you, but the grandkids you can send home. So, is there anything else you'd like to go over real quick?
I don't know. I had one more question.
Absolutely.
From, his name is. I actually went to school with this guy. His name is Trace Lawson. He asked me who was my inspiration. There's a lot of people. I feel the person that got me like started singing, I guess, was like because I got that first Kelly Clarkson CD.
Right.
So like. She started my love for music, I guess. And then I guess my biggest inspiration when I was a kid, Hannah Montana, that TV show. I would watch Miley Stewart, like the character of Miley Stewart, and watch what she's doing and like doing all these shows as Hannah. And I would like watch her and I'd be like, that's exactly what I want to do when I'm older. Like I want to be like her and perform and make music and make people smile.
Well, what about the backside of that, where she had a whole different life?
Oh no, I don't want that. I just want to live the pop star life. Too many secrets. I'm not good at keeping secrets. I'm an open book. I'll tell anyone anything.
Yeah. Well, that's a good thing, though. Being open and out front with your fan base, especially.
It sucks though, because I feel like I talk too much. Like, because I'm such an open book. Like, I'll just tell anyone anything, and sometimes I wish I could just keep certain things to myself. Not like bad things, but just like some stuff I wish like I could just keep to myself.
Right.
Like thoughts and stuff. Like, I don't know.
We've got ourselves a little sneaker on the camera there. You can see her just behind you in view of the camera. And again, I tell everybody, anything and everything can happen here at our live podcast. Since it is in my home, it's not an enclosed studio, you'll hear the dogs bark. You'll hear the kids playing.
That's okay though. I have a loud dog at home.
But the other one that really amazes people is my pet pig. I have a 200-pound potbelly pet pig, and once in a while you'll hear her.
Can we get it down here?
Well, she can't come down the steps.
No.
No, she's too big.
I have a pig too, but he's a pug.
We have pugs. The wife does. The wife has 2 pugs, a male and a female, Harley and Bailey.
I have a Sheldon Cooper at home.
You have a Sheldon Cooper.
His name is Sheldon Cooper.
Ah.
And then I have an American Bulldog at home, too.
Those are cool.
He is so big, but he's the biggest baby.
Right?
He is
Right.
the biggest baby. Like, he thinks he's a lap dog. So, like, if we, like, recline our recliner chair, he'll, like, climb up and, like, lay with us. But, yeah.
That is cool. That's what I said. But Peppa is...
Peppa?
Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig? Yes!
Peppa Pig.
You would have a pig named Peppa.
Of course. Of course. We were doing a show one time, and you could hear out in the backyard grunting and hollering. And that's why I make comments about the fact that being a live show, I do not edit anything out. I may fix the sound as far as volumes, but not
Authenticity.
correct. Everything is as you see it.
Yes.
So the show that we've had here, other than maybe a couple of the high clips in the audio, I may try to bring them down. Everything's going to happen as we've done it. So people are going to see all of the mistakes I may make, which I've made a few over the years, you know, doing different things like that.
That's okay. One of my YouTube like videos that I have up. So when I first started posting covers, I didn't know, like, there's like an option where it says, "Is this for kids?" I selected it because I thought like maybe they would like put an age restriction or something in front of the video. Like, so I was like, yeah, this is for kids. Like, it's kid appropriate. And then it shut my comment section off. And I didn't know it did that.
Yes.
And it was so annoying.
I found out the hard way when they first went to where every channel had to click that one way or the other. And I didn't when I went live, and I didn't have my live chat when I was doing.
Yeah.
So I had to go through and go through the YouTube rules.
Yeah.
Figure it out, and so we got
Yeah.
that back. As you can see, you know, we've got a few people in here.
Yeah.
Some of the ones that I was hoping that would pop in, I don't know what happened to them.
Might be busy. It's Sunday.
It is Sunday, and the reason we do it Sundays is I do a lot of shows Fridays and Saturdays, and Sunday is kind of a kickback, relaxed day. So I figure Sundays would be a great day
Yeah.
to do a podcast, and
Yeah.
especially with the live performances like yourself. So, anything else you'd like to go over before we
I don't
conclude
know. I'm
this?
just having a fun time.
You're
I don't
having a
know.
fun time.
Yeah.
Well, then, how about we do this? We'll put some more material together, and we'll set the area up a little different to where we can get you doing some live music.
Yeah, I'll sing a song for you guys. Yeah.
You know, I don't have it set up today because we hadn't talked about that.
Yeah.
But maybe what we can do is I can render some of your current stuff and possibly pull the vocals out, and you can sing along with your stuff, or we'll do a few covers.
Yeah.
We'll
I'm down for
collaborate with
whatever.
that, and
I
we'll
just
get
gotta
you
make sure I'm not straining myself.
Well,
yeah.
it'll be sometime. I think I'm already booked through March,
Yeah.
so it'll be sometime after March.
Oh, I thought you meant today. I was like,
No.
Let me
no,
get
no.
myself ready. I need a cough drop.
No,
I've been
no,
sucking
no.
on cough drops all day in case you wanted me to sing. So I was like, yeah.
Well, if you told me you wanted to sing, I would have set it up that way. I really would have.
well, I didn't know because like all the techie stuff. Because like I know you had like the stuff in the background. So I was like, I don't even know if that will work.
We do acoustic. If you look back on some of the old performances,
Yeah.
Black Me Out did acoustic work. IMO, in my opinion, They were the first ones to play music live on the show, and we did it with one microphone,
Really?
the one you're using. That microphone right there recorded the whole show for them, and
It looks like a nice recording mic though.
it's a Rode. It's one of the better ones. I like my blue
Yeah.
here. This is my favorite microphone, and so that's why I use this one.
Yeah.
For my voice.
My mic that I have at home, we bought from the Sweetwater
Yep.
Sound.
Yep, very familiar.
Love
with
it. Yeah, my friend Austin recommended it to me. So shout out to Austin.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Oh, and shout out to Dean Kramer of Kings of A&R, by the way. I need to bring this up. He's the reason why I'm sitting in this chair today. And Starbound Talent here in Toledo, Ohio as well. Water Sound Entertainment, John DeGrazio. I just wanted to shout out all those guys.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
And what we can do, and like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to put Olivia's links on the comment section in the header of this video. So once it's rendered, I'll have all those links there
Yeah.
for your current stuff. And also, when you go to her page, make sure you hit subscribe, hit that notification bell,
Yeah.
and hit like.
Yeah.
Please.
And go to my Spotify, follow my music on Spotify,
We'll get those
stream my
links. Yep.
songs. I'm on Apple Music as well, in case you guys don't have Spotify. Amazon Music, you name it, I'm on there.
Like I said, you're well ahead of where I ever was. But when we recorded, we didn't have all of that.
Yeah, I'll have to show you. It's actually not that hard to get your stuff on those platforms. I didn't know it until someone told me about it. And I was like, oh,
We'd have to re-record everything we did.
that's okay. Remastered. Remastered. It's coming, guys.
I don't know if our vocals can handle that. We're talking almost 20 years ago with some of these songs, and my voice has changed a bit. There are ranges I can't hit anymore in the high end. I used to be able to go real low and real high.
When I was a kid, because I listened to Ariana Grande all the time when I was a teenager, and she hits all these amazing high notes, right?
Right.
I literally trained my voice to hit those high notes because, like, I just thought they were so impressive. I was like, oh, I know I could do that. So, like, when I was a kid, I used to sing a little lower, but now I sing a lot higher. And then, you know, weather is kicking me in the butt right now.
Of course,
So,
that,
you know.
that does happen.
It's
That-
frustrating.
Yes, it is. Wait till you start playing shows weekly.
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 Yeah. My, this woman that I work with, her name's Wendy. She's over at Starbound Talent here in Toledo.
Okay.
She told me to start working out so I can get in shape and keep up the pace and everything.
Yep.
So I need to start working out. I need to find time to do that. It's really hectic with work in college, but I
Yes.
can figure it out, though. I'm terrible with time management. I will admit that. I am so bad with time management.
You got
So-
here on time.
I did.
You were here on time, so you're not that bad.
Yeah, we actually got here early. It was like 1:10, and I was like, "Spring, we're here way too early. Let's go get
Nah.
something to eat or something, and then come back." We went to like McDonald's real fast.
And yeah, I was down here working in the studio at 1:10, so I know that feeling. But
Yeah.
I had actually everything set up about 11 o'clock. I would have been ready to roll by noon.
But yeah, I need to start going to the gym.
And because most shows that, like for the band that I play in, we do a 4-hour show.
4 hours?
4 hours. We do 3 long sets with 15-minute breaks in between.
Oh my! 4 hours of singing sounds like
Oh yeah.
I could do it, but it's like definitely would have to like practice. Like, you know what I mean? Like, definitely work on.
Well, that's when you also
Stamina.
you structure your music to where you do a couple of
yeah,
more
like
vocal intensive, and then you do a few that aren't so intensive.
Yeah, some
and
that are
give yourself,
chill.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, like with our band, we do now have a lead vocalist, which is a big help. But I vocal, you know, I do vocals. Our drummer does. Our guitar player does. So we can give each other
Yeah.
that break as we're going through our show.
I actually learned something the hard way with like the intense vocals. So the producer in the studio that I was with, I was like, I want to do this ad lib because I want to hit this note, this really high note. He's like, okay, but I hope you know, like, high notes aren't necessary all the time.
Right.
So
right.
like, but all these songs are so flashy and have all these impressive like notes, or at least I'm proud of what I sang. So
Well, you should be.
but now it's like coming back around because it's like, what are you gonna do when you go to a set and you have these 3 songs and powerful vocals? You're gonna have to put something in between it to give yourself a break.
Yes.
I really wish I would have like came out with. I guess the chillest song I had would be "Erase You," but then at the end I'm like wailing. Love it, but I'm like, dang, I need to get some more chill songs out there now too. Show my lower register a little bit more.
Well, yeah, you want to be able to go from one extreme to the other,
Exactly. Yeah.
and then be comfortable, really comfortable in everything in
Yeah,
between.
I'm still having trouble with finding like an equal like for my sound, I guess. I'm struggling to find like where I fit on the spectrum with like my sound because it is really poppy, like my voice, but I also love like the darker stuff and like
Right.
because I listen to rock music, so like I
Yep.
know like I don't know where I'm getting at, but I just know I'm trying to figure out a way to like
Well,
let my voice match.
Where I think you're getting at is you're finding your comfort zone.
Yeah, I'm trying to
with
find a
being
comfort
able to
zone.
go above and below that,
Yes.
so you have that range.
Yeah.
I
So
think that's where you're trying to go with
yeah,
this.
right now writing is a little difficult because I'm like I'll start like in like a certain key, but I'll be like, oh, but I want to do this, but like I don't know. Writing is difficult for me sometimes. I'm
Yeah.
very picky, and if I start writing something, I cannot ditch it, because if I like stop writing and try to come back to it another time, it's gone.
It's gone.
Like
Yep.
the passion for that song, like I want to keep writing, but I don't have like the creative energy for that song.
You'll get there.
Yeah.
You'll get there, and it's one of those things, and you'll be doing something mundane, boring, and all of a sudden you're gonna get inspired. Mm-hmm. Just write it down.
Yeah, I started.
Write it down.
In one of my classes the other day, I had this like hook in my head, so I wrote it down, and then I kept writing the song, and I was like, I'm in class, I need to pay attention, so I shut the notebook, and I was like, I have like a lot of lyrics written down though. I think they're good. I haven't read them since, but
Okay, well, I think every artist I know, there's a folder above your head that's got probably 8 or 9 songs.
oh yeah, I have like a whole Google like Drive
Yep.
thing.
Yep.
It's called Concepts for my album. I like
Exactly.
concepts. So I have like numbers. I think I have like 13 song concepts written down and like scenarios for the song. Like, yeah, I like to keep organized with the songwriting, at least like where, like what I want to do and stuff, I guess.
We just had another young gentleman, it looks like, pop in.
Nolan Lance? What? I don't know what to do right now. That's weird.
Someone you know, obviously.
Yes, I do know him. I dated him when I was 15.
Not that long ago, ladies
We're
and
really
gentlemen.
good friends, though, and his best friend is also my best friend, and we get along really well.
Good.
So that's
Good.
good. We're on good terms. It's great. He's super talented too. He can sing. I would love to. Hey, Nolan, we're gonna do a cover video sometime together, okay, kid?
Yeah.
I just didn't know what to do. I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting you in the chat.
Well, there you go.
What'd he say?
He said, "What up? What up?
What up, Nolan? What up, what up? Oh, that's funny.
So, definitely now, just today alone, you've gotten suggestions for all kinds of different collaborations.
Yeah, I'm
and,
super excited.
So, we'll see about putting one together here. Maybe something with the live band.
Yes, I would be down, honestly.
Get something going with the live band, and I'll talk with the guys, and I'm sure
And
they
if
would.
you ever like go perform somewhere, if you need someone like a female vocal like live somewhere, hit me up.
We'll keep you updated. We
Yeah.
will definitely keep you updated.
Yeah, my big goal for 2020 is to get out there and start performing. I really want to start performing and booking shows and gigs. So like wherever I can sing, I'll take it, Like that's
Well, you heard it here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
This young lady wants to book shows.
Yes,
so
I
we have
do.
a pretty good network of people. So who knows? Someone may be contacting you and say, hey,
Yeah, I would love to book shows and get back in the studio, which I know I will probably be doing again this
That's
year.
good.
Which is exciting for me. I'm super excited.
Yep,
And I
yep.
want to film a music video. Someone reach out to me about music videos too.
I think Danny Morin from C5th might be able to help. I had him on
Mm-hmm.
the show when we premiered some of his music and played it. So, and he had a videographer that he worked with, and who knows, maybe he can help you get with that person and figure out what you guys need to do. And I can't promise anything. All I can do is get a hold of him, have him get a hold of you, and go from there.
Yeah.
So we'd be more than happy to do that. So that's why we're here to promote you guys. And like I've told people before, I've been doing this since last July, and it's been building and building, and yet the band I play in is yet to be on the show. And I run the show. Yeah,
You run the show.
I
Come
run
on.
the show, and what we decided is my 9-year-old Junior is going to actually be sitting where I'm at and doing the interviews, and he'll be running the whole show. I'm teaching him how to do all of this. And so he'll interview our band one day.
That's awesome. Yeah, get on that.
All right, well, I think that about wraps it up.
Yeah.
We've gotten to listen to all your wonderful music. We're going to be putting those links on when I render the rest of the video, when it actually gets uploaded. And I'll get with you and get the links and stuff like that, so we can
Thank
do
you
that.
for having me on the show.
Well, thank you for being on
This
the
was
show.
fun. You can invite me anytime.
Well, what we'll do is we'll hit the calendar and see when you'd like to come back.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll do it right after you do the official release to Letter to You. And
Yeah.
we can premiere that again. We got a sneak peek of it
Yes, we got a
Today-
sneak peek of Letter to You.
out here, and people got to hear it. So now they'll.
Oh, my mother.
Oh, that's Mom.
Yeah,
Say hi.
my mom and dad are watching right now. They said
Awesome.
they're proud of me. Thanks. Don't make me cry.
Yeah, I don't know if I have enough towels back here to
Yeah, don't make
clean
me
up a mess
cry.
like that. But it's all good. It's and again, thank you for
Yeah.
wanting to be on the simple little show like mine. But this is exactly why I want to do this: is give back to the community that I've been a part of. The music community since 1985. That's when I got into my first band and was playing out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think
That's so cool.
Just makes me feel old.
I wonder what it was like to get into the music industry in the 80s.
A lot more difficult. Of course, we didn't have.
Really?
Well,
I feel like it would have almost been easier.
Well, you had to do a lot more legwork. You had to go to each.
You had
and
to go
every-
places,
Yep,
yeah.
You had to visit. You had a demo. You had to take. You
What
had.
band was it? My dad said that there was a band that got discovered on Hollywood Boulevard. Now they're huge. I don't remember who they are though.
We'll have to find that out.
I can't remember. I might be making things up.
No. We just got a great interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It was a very fun interview, and we're going to get Miss Olivia back here on the show again with some
Yes.
new material, and maybe we'll get some pre-recorded collaborations done, and who knows, we might do a live one.
Yes.
While
I'm down
sitting
for
here.
anything. Yeah.
So, and again, Miss Olivia, thank you for coming on Glass City Podcast.
Thank
I want to
you.
thank everybody out there for tuning in and joining
Thanks for
Glass City
watching.
Podcast. Remember, if you haven't subscribed to Miss Olivia, make sure you do that. Go to her YouTube page and subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if you haven't subscribed yet to Glass City Podcast, please do.
Yeah. Subscribe, guys. Subscribe.
And if you have any questions and or comments or things like that you don't want to put on a live feed, you can email me at glasscitypodcast@gmail.com. And I have fixed my spam folder.
Yeah.
I
Don't
have-
worry. I'm not going to be ghosted for another 2 months.
No, I have fixed that. And another way that you can make sure it doesn't do that, and I've told everybody, if you put either Glass City or podcast in the header, it goes directly to
Oh,
my
yeah.
main
Because,
folder.
yep.
I
Searches for keywords and
Yep,
stuff like
I
that.
set my account up to where it sees that, and boom, it's right there.
Good.
And with yours, I just made sure it was important as yours came in, so I got them right away and stuff like that, and it's been a lot of fun. It really has, and I thank you a
Yeah,
great
thank
deal
you.
for being a part of this. I thank everybody out there for tuning in, and make sure share everywhere and
Share.
anywhere. So this has been Glass City Podcast on this wonderful Sunday with Miss Olivia Firman. Make sure you check out her YouTube channel and her videos, and we will be bringing you soon the official release of Letter to You. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great day. Keep it rocking, keep it moving. Thank you very much. Bye, y'all.
Bye.